You're listening.
You're listening
You're listening
to the International
Posit Podcast Network. Welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions. In this lightning round, we test the limits of propriety through the questions you ask us. Did someone hear? I thought I heard a cat making an...
That was... I heard that too, and I guess it could have been a cat if it had been struck by lightning.
Oh, right. Later, also, we'll follow up on listener questions and comments from the previous episode. Hey, without further ado, here's our first question.
Do you have a bottle full of Cheerios or something that you just shook?
Shaking a can of Tic Tacs.
I shook it. I'm shaking a bottle of something. What? So your guess is a bottle of Cheerios, Andrew?
I'm gonna say Cheerios.
Okay,
or buttons.
Adam.
I like how fast this lightning round is going. That's good.
Adam,
I think it's a bunch of Tic Tacs.
You're both wrong. It is Planters dry roasted peanuts.
Oh, there you go. I can hear it now.
All right. That was our first question. Our second question comes from Princess Harold via Twitter. What's the worst injury you should have gotten professional care for that you just blew off?
One time I was riding my bike and I fell off of my bike and I landed on my face and I split my chin open all the way to the bone. And instead of going to the hospital, I just had, some dude that I knew sew me up.
Some dude that I knew. He sewed you up?
He gave me stitches.
Like with a needle and thread?
Well, yeah.
Did you really trust this guy or
Well, he did have a doctorate degree in medicine.
Dumb. That's a doctor. I don't care if he's in a lab coat or not. You went to a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, he came to me and I was just laid down on my couch. And
that's literally professional care. All right, I'm done with this. Andrew, what's your answer?
So one time when we were younger, we were playing football, but it was like indoors in this gymnasium.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you ever played football indoors, but it's pretty physical because there's no out of bounds. There's just walls. And so I had the ball and I was running, and my friend at the time tackled me into the side of the wall.
Is that saying he's not your friend anymore?
No, I haven't seen him in years. But no, he tackled me in the side of the wall, and my head just was gushing blood, just tons of it. Ooh. And I remember like, oh, this is terrible. And so I just went into the bathroom and just like cleaned it out. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'll just put my hat on over that. No one's gonna notice.
We good. Mine was I was in karate and I was sparring, doing something, or we were practicing throws or something like that, and I dislocated my shoulder. Like someone threw me and I fell on the ground, and I realized that my shoulder was sagging out of its socket and that it hurt tremendously. And my my first reaction was like, I should fix this. So I leaned sideways, and then I wiggled my hand underneath my butt, so I was sitting on my own hand.
Right.
And then I used that to pull it even more out of socket and just move it around until it snapped back in place, and then I got up and continued with my day.
Are you freaking Matt Damon on Mars taking bullets out of him?
I don't know. I think
we got Jason Bourne over here.
I was so scared that's just like what I did. I'm not brave. I don't know what I was thinking. And to this day, my shoulder, like, let me put up the microphone and see if you can hear it. Oh, wait. Can you hear that?
Nope,
bit.
Just silence.
No, I hear a little bit of.
It cracks and makes all kinds of weird things, and it hurts often. So there you go. All right, third question from Mikey Reaction. All right, that's via SMS text message. What was the last thing you Googled? Would you be embarrassed?
I'll go first, just because my answer is probably the least entertaining. But hey, that's hurtful. But no, I was Googling asking what were the questions that they asked during the presidential debates, because I just wanted to know. And I realized that is really hard to find without actually watching the 3 or 4 hours that it is.
Oh, really? There's not just like a quick show notes?
Yeah, there's not like a list. Like, here's the things we asked. It's
Man,
just
if only
like
the GOP debate was more like a podcast.
Hey, my last thing I googled is kind of embarrassing because Mike Biesterfield tooted on Twitter the other day, and he said, "I'm with the people outraged with Starbucks. There's no way a bread cup could hold up to hot coffee without disintegrating." And then like me and him and Rye and Nick Ward, all of us started doing bread puns. And then they started doing their names as bread puns. Like Rye was like Rye. And I was all, crap, I can't think of a bread that like works for mine. So my last search was, my show notes just like disappeared here. Oh, that's weird.
it was probably for, I have it right here. You searched, quote, types of bread, star win, end quotes.
Right. So it's like the asterisk because it's a wild card. So I was trying to find like a rhyme or something
For your last name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that didn't work, and I went with a wild card on my first name, and I found Panarin.
That's really close.
Yeah. So there you go. and yes, I'm ashamed. I'm very embarrassed. My Twitter jokes don't always happen naturally. Sometimes there's Google wild card searches.
The last thing I Googled was the cutest corgi puppies of all time ever, and I do not regret it one bit. And I recommend this Google search to anybody having a bad day or who could have a better day. To Google image search the cutest corgi puppies of all time ever. Because
were you having a bad day, Adam?
Somebody else was, and I wanted to cheer her up, so I Googled it and I sent that to her.
So it's a her then.
Let's yeah.
Does she listen to this?
Nope.
Okay. I was going to start embarrassing you, but I guess that won't work.
You're going to say that's why she's having a bad day? I really like the corgi, if you do the Google image search, the one with his head is in a shoe. It shows you how small and teensy weensy he is. And you only see one of his little eyes.
You got little legs.
You guys, no one wants to hear this.
All right.
No one wants to
Our
hear
fourth and last question here comes from Anonymous via SMS text message. They literally said, I demand to be Anonymous. Just like that. So the question is, hey 3G3Q, if you had to protect your home from an intruder in a Home Alone-esque way, what type of hijinks would y'all get up to? Now, I want to go on record as saying that I spent a huge portion of my childhood thinking about this question.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
I used to have so much that I used to have, some would call them nightmares, but I just call them very exciting dreams about people trying, like gangbangers trying to like invade our home. And my other siblings used to have these dreams too, so I don't know like what was going on there.
Where were you living?
Like the most boring place ever. Like there's none of this was going on, but we just, I don't know, it was like we fantasized that it would, so we could do some hijinks. I'm gonna say that most of mine involve thumbtacks.
Really?
Just because what?
Go ahead. I just gave most of mine involved crotch shots.
It was thumbtacks and then a whole lot of like makeshift bombs made out of like baby food jars filled with alcohol. What?
So
there were no bombs in Home Alone.
Well,
you make sure these home invaders don't invade any more homes.
Specifically, slapstick hijinks.
It ends here. But
when
no,
a man
mostly
enters your house.
Mostly
you have the right to shoot
thumbtacks. What about you guys?
I would probably get myself into a lot of trouble. Like I would probably take oil and like put it on the stairs up to the second floor, and I'd be up there and I'd be like, yeah, they're never gonna get me now. And then I would just be sitting around waiting for them. And while I was waiting, I'd realize like, oh crap, I'm hungry and the fridge is downstairs. And so I would grab onto the railing and just like try to really carefully go down these slick stairs and then fall and probably kill myself.
Yeah,
I would say that most of my plans involved really hoping that they're either blind or really dumb, these home invaders. Because I involved like a lot of rakes that they'd step on and get hit in the face. Obviously, like cartoonish plans that as a child you thought were foolproof. I I think I had the oil one because we had stairs and just like the carpet would get slick and they would like run up and slip, which you think would not like really happen. Like you would just go like, oh, hey, this is kind of slick. And then you just hold on to the balance or the walk thing, the railing. That's it. And just walk up like a banister was the other word I was looking for.
Now I really want to put a whole bunch of grease on some stairs and see what happens.
And just watch. I can do that here at campus. And see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll film it.
About a year ago, there's this huge ice storm on BYU's campus, and there's no shortage of video evidence about what happens. So,
well, was it a snowstorm of oil?
Well, no, it was
Didn't
ice,
think so.
which is also slippery. I thought that would suffice.
No. This is science. I need to see this firsthand. All right. We're gonna do some follow-up and feedback now. So the first thing I wanted to announce is that I've made it.
You've made it. Oh yeah.
I made it. I'm famous now. My yeehaw from the last lightning round is now in the soundboard of the Fine Podcast transmission.
Which I'm extremely jealous of, by the way. Like I just started listening to transmission, and I'm already like, it's already my goal to be on their soundboard, and Aaron doesn't even want that, and he already has it.
Just happens naturally.
So here's the question, Aaron. What's your next move now that you've made it? Like, what other soundboards are you going to try to get on?
I don't know.
Like, are you going to go for a morning zoo soundboard or like something more classy than that?
Or are you even just going to do more sounds for transmission? Like what?
I eventually want all of the transmission soundboard sounds to be me. I'm going
to just started redoing their sound.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. I should.
You could be the next voice of God.
I'm going to do one right now. Hot dogs and hamburgers.
Hot dogs and hamburgers?
Yeah. Is it hamburgers and hot dogs? Hot dogs and hamburgers? I don't remember.
Wait. Maybe I'm
really bad at this.
I'm going to try to redo one of yours.
Mm.
Yeah!
That was good like halfway through, but I didn't like the part at the end.
All right, next matter of follow-up. We got some feedback from fans, listeners, whatever they call it, questionnaires, about informational JPEGs. Jennifer Tennifer is what I'm calling her now. Sent one that is about outlawing Uber, and it's an informational JPEG, literally.
I just want to say though that the very fact that we got a couple of submissions for informational JPEGs makes me feel like they missed the point a little bit.
What was the point? Because I don't even remember.
My point was basically just against informational JPEGs, against, as I so eloquently put it the first time, mimetic politics.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was rallying against that.
Well, then I think you'll enjoy the second one that we received from Andrew Huster in Slack.
Oh yes,
that's a Hank Hill.
That one's amazing.
Do I look? How does his voice go? What's his voice? I can't
even. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Do I look like I know
that
what a JPEG
was perfect.
is?
That should be the soundboard right there.
I forget that I live in Texas.
and JPEG is spelled JAY space PEG.
Do I look like I know what a soundboard is?
Yeah, and it's all corrupted. JPEG compressed. It's pretty good. The last thing, this isn't the last thing, the second to last thing. We got an email that was follow-up from something I said on season 2, episode 8, which occurred more than a year ago. That was last year's Halloween episode. So just over a year ago, I said in the show that we wanted emails and no one was emailing us, and I said I bet our listeners don't even know how to email. Like I was taunting you guys to get emails, and it didn't work apparently until today, because listener Dave sent an email that says, quote, "Email sent, not Ukraine." Sent from my iPad. That's it.
Season 2 was the season where we were convinced that we were just getting a bunch of fake listens from Ukraine.
We were getting a lot of listens from Ukraine, and no one from Ukraine would reach out to us, so we didn't really quite know what to make of it. But Dave is not from Ukraine, and he sent us that email. So way to go, Dave. Your reward is that you get to be talked about on a lightning round that, from the looks of it, you won't hear until 2017. So
I look forward to that.
Email Dave. What I want you to do is I want you to email us again when you finally hear this, because I think that'll be great. And then our last bit of follow up is we have some awesome stuff in the works for season 6. I don't want to reveal too much, but let's just say some celebrities are involved.
Really famous people.
Yeah.
Like people you would want to get their autograph.
Right. And season 6, we just talked about it, is gonna start in January. So we're gonna have a little Christmas break, but we're excited for it. So I don't is it enough of a hint? Do we want to say you know what? I'll say one more thing. Banana peels. Did I say too much?
You're just confused. This is like an
say
episode of Twin Peaks over here. Just
That's me speaking backwards.
don't play it backwards.
Rewind your
It'll sound
podcast.
exactly the same.
Backmask the podcast.
All right. Well, other than that, thanks for listening. Would you like us to cover your quandary or settle a debate? You can send your questions to us and we'll provide answers as deep and meaningful as those we just gave. Deep and meaningful. Why is it like that? There's also several ways for you to send us those questions. So we want you to tweet your questions with the hashtag Ask3G, or leave a voicemail or a text message at 760-881-4382. Or you can email us like Dave.
And I
I'm not-
actually forgot we had an email account.
Me too, and I'm not going to tell you guys what the email is. You're going to have to go back to season 2, episode 8 to listen to hear what our email is. Other than that, I want you guys to remember to question everything.